So I'm a pretty empathic person, and this is a common image feeling that I'm getting from a lot of folks nowadays. Feeling of trapped or scared or being unseen in their reality. It's kind of been getting under my skin a little bit lately. Why is this such a common occurrence, and how can we get out? Well, there's something bigger happening here. We're still operating under an overarching belief system that governs all we do. It was created centuries ago, and it's based on the human assumption that humans are fallen and depraved or in need of salvation, that we're utilitarian, we're autonomous, and detached. I have my car, I have my house, I have my resources, I have my food, I have everything I need, and I don't need you. I'm completely self-sufficient. And we needed to do this in order to survive in the past. But this paradigm was in place at the start of our economy, supply and demand. Our entire economy is based on the prices of goods and services and the buying and selling of those goods. Notice it's not about the needs of the network. It's only about supply and demand, and these are heavily influenced and manipulated values. And this competitive landscape led to capitalism. So though capitalism has undoubtedly led to innovation and discovery, now it's just a mad dash to the top, to be the biggest at the expense of others. But in our modern age, it's impossible to imagine how we would create a global sustainable economy operating in this manner, where everyone is an autonomous agent, self-centered and materialistic. We see who can possess the most. It's a zero-sum game where one person wins. And more importantly, it has bred fear and scarcity consciousness. And this is the real heart of it here. It's created themes of I am not enough, besides all the obvious scarcity that we see in our world. We're held hostage by this paradigm, and because so many people live in it, it's hard for us to collectively move out of. So let's change the rules. I believe something different. I believe that humans are beings of love, that we are whole, and that we are connected. So what comes out of that paradigm when we believe those things? Well, introduce the sharing economy, the collaborative economy. This is a fairly broad term, but what I mean by this is peer-to-peer value networks. We're exchanging ideas and information and resources where money isn't necessarily needed, sometimes it is, but it's based on the needs of the people in the network. And it's possible through technology. Technology is changing the rules of how we interact. The internet has brought us closer together, probably kicking and screaming at times, closer than we ever imagined. And we do need that, though. We need to feel each other. We need to be connected so that we know that we're affecting each other. The internet has brought us global, borderless communities, and that's a big thing, too. People are sharing knowledge and bettering the world across borders. We're substituting exclusivity for inclusivity. And it's already happening. This is just a very small subset of what's happening. But Napster was created 16 years ago for sharing music. Wikipedia is an online information sharing platform, and GitHub now hosts thousands of open source projects which are revolutionizing the way we are creating software nowadays. We're seeing the rise of decentralized organizations. You are here because PechaKucha is a decentralized organization. We're popping up in all the cities, so we're able to transact without intermediaries. We're able to, on a person-to-person level, exchange information and value. And that's what makes cryptocurrency so appealing. Cryptocurrency is self-regulated digital currency, eliminating the need for big banks and central authority and all of their expensive overhead and bureaucracy. And we in the network get to see those benefits. So just as capitalism has bred fear and scarcity consciousness, a sharing economy will breed abundance and connection and biosphere consciousness, which is the idea that everything we do affects everyone else on the planet. But in order for the sharing economy to really spread its wings, we need infrastructure. We need a backbone. We need something more than just the internet. We need the Internet of Things, the new internet. It's a network of connected devices that senses the needs of the network and allocate resources where necessary autonomously. The rise of clean energy, the Internet of Things, and the sharing economy tell me that we are on the brink of a third industrial revolution. So the second industrial revolution was in the early 1900s. It brought about electricity and the telegraph, And this one, we can push into a zero-cost marginal society. So what does that mean? That means that we can create goods at zero cost or near zero cost. So at a very small scale, you can think about a solar panel. Once you pay for its fixed costs, you don't have to give it anything else for it to keep generating energy. And with that free energy, you can use it to create and power things. Imagine if the things you need were accessible at near zero cost. Your income becomes obsolete. Your jobs, what happens to jobs then? It redefines the way we work. So this requires a shift in consciousness. Just like every revolution before us, we had to redefine what was real and possible. So let's change the rules. Let's use technology instead of bureaucracy to build systems that work for us. Thank you.